All right, so here we are, day 3 painting. I couldn't come in on Monday because the tiler had just put these tiles down and they needed to dry. I didn't want to take a chance of wrecking somebody else's work, so I just called it a day yesterday and stayed home. So today I got, can't really see because the spots aren't pink anymore, but I got all the second coat on all the trims. They're all ready to be brushed out and finish sanded. Got those plug patches all patched in. There too. So all the sheetrock 90 was brushed out, and then all the trims were brushed out with the 60 grit sanding block. And then now I've second coated it with the painter patch, so it's ready for finish sand tomorrow. And then start priming that stuff. Well, I gotta finish the caulking first. So I had some time left at the end of the day, so I started doing the caulking down the edges. So you can see it's cleaning up really good, that top edge. I'll put a little bit more in there once that dries and kind of clean it out a little bit better. So that's about the best we're gonna get with that top edge there. It was really, really rough, but at least it's smoother now. Now it's a lot easier to cut in once I start priming and painting. So we got all that done. All this stuff's all second coated. And I caulked the top edge and along the side, the edges of the doors, just in the dining room and the living room. I didn't have enough time to go into the back. It's 4 o'clock now, my ride's here. I have to go pick up something from the post office before they close at 5 o'clock, so that's why I'm leaving at 4 today. Otherwise I would be here till 5 and I would just at least finish this caulking, but so. Got all the caulking done around here anyways for now. I'll have to caulk that joint up there. So you can start to see what the finish is gonna start looking like now. So tomorrow I just gotta brush it. I just gotta finish sand out all those painter patch spots. Finish the caulking off. Then I can start priming. Start rolling out the trims at least. I'll probably wait till the next day to cut them in, let the caulking dry completely. So I didn't do any caulking in here, but I did grind all the trims out, grind off all the 90 spots, and then I've second coated this. It would be amazing if we could get rid of this plug for real. I don't know if it's a dud. Like, I don't like touching plugs myself because I don't know if they're live or not. So that's why I keep asking, that's why I'm asking the homeowner to possibly get rid of this. Because as you can see here, I'm building this up. Oops, I just touched it. So I'm building this up so it lines up with this a lot better. I'd like to build this bottom up so it lines up with this part and it all looks like one piece going right across by the time I'm done with it. So it'd be really great to get rid of that plug-in spray foam, guys. So I'm gonna send this to the homeowner. So like I said, I just did all the second coating in here and all the grinding. I didn't get a chance to do the top edge. So I'll finish all that off tomorrow. So this is the window in the blue bedroom. Well, the old blue bedroom. So I had to tape in all the little joints. It was like little strips. So I taped them all in and then I sheetrock 90'd everything. This back edge was like almost an inch down. And then around here, there was like just a big hole with some wood inside. And then same thing here, there was like a big hole with some chunks of wood inside and stuff. And like I said, it goes down, it went down like almost an inch from about that far back on the back edge, all the way around, all the way up. And all the way up that side, it was like the exact same thing. It went in almost an inch. So I filled it all in with straight sheetrock 90 this morning. And then I've skimmed it all over, or scraped it all down, like scraped the lips off and any air bubbles off, chunks. And then I've skimmed it all out with the painter patch. And I think I should be able to finish sand that tomorrow. I don't see any air bubbles or anything. So once that completely dries, looks completely straight now. Doesn't look like it's gonna shrink in on the back or anything. So I should be able to finish sand that tomorrow and then prime it, I'm hoping. If not, I'll have to give it one more quick tight skim. I'll do it first thing in the morning, so that way I can sand it by the afternoon. All the way around this edge was a big crack, about an inch back, all the way around. So I 90'd it all, cleaned it all in, and then now I've second coated it with the painter patch. So hopefully all that will be sandable tomorrow, and then we can just prime it all up, caulk everything. I think I'll just caulk everything before I even prime the trims. Maybe I'll just caulk all the trims and then I'll start doing the Like after I sand all the trims, I'll caulk all the trims. And while I'm waiting for the caulking to dry, I'll start rolling some ceilings. Because then at least there'll be no more dust after that, after I caulk the trims, right? So that's why didn't roll any ceilings today. I want to get rid of the trims and get rid of the dust. And then give it a quick sweep up before I go starting the finish paint. So that was, there was a joint there, and then this is where the miter was. Can't see it now. Once I sand that out, it's gonna be perfect, ready to paint. Look down it. You don't even really see a hump there anymore or anything, but you can't tell that there was a joint there now. So that's got 2 coats of 90 and 1 coat of the painter patch. So that's all, that's ready. I just gotta sand it out. I got some 220 blocks I'll finish sand all that stuff off with so it's not all scratchy. And then prime it up. So that's all clean. Got this whole, well, I did all the patching in here too. There was a joint right here. Right here. There was a joint there. You can't see the joint anymore. So I'll brush that out tomorrow and that's all ready for primer. I've caulked the top edge. So you can see what I mean by, like, once I caulk that top edge, the rest of it kind of, this part kind of squares out nicer. I'm going to have to brush, obviously I have to brush this because that's painter patch there that I just mudded to fill that joint. So the joint's completely gone though. Got all the caulking done on the top edge all the way around. I think I already showed you this. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So there you go. So the most work today was filling this all in, getting it all built out, and then letting it dry for a bit, and then scraping it down, and then having to skim it again. So it's got 2 good coats on it today, 1 coat of 90, and then 1 good coat of the painter patch over top. So. All right, so we're looking really good. Tomorrow I'll finish sanding out all this stuff, all the pink stuff, like all the stuff that I patched today, or that I skimmed today, and then I'll finish off all the caulking, and then I'll let the caulking dry overnight, and I'll just start rolling some ceilings with whatever time I have left in the day. All right, so this is We Care Drywall Repair and Professional Plastering Services. Went from plastering all the full walls in here to now basically plastering the trims out to make them as clean and new looking as possible so they match the walls. So like I said, they're all brushed with the rough grit now, every single square footage of the trim. So the primer is going to stick really good once I brush these areas out. I'll have to touch this guy up one more time with the painter patch and this guy up one more time after I give it a brush, and then I'll just leave that spot. Well, I'm not going to prime it tomorrow anyway, so I'm going to leave the caulking, and then I'll start doing some ceilings, then I'll come back the next day and prime out all the trims because the caulking will be dry then. So there we are. I didn't do anything in here. I just sanded up to here. I'm sure the guy doesn't want my dust all in his grout, in his joints before he grouts them, so I only sanded up to here. I didn't go anywhere past this today. I just concentrated on this room and the blue room and the dining room. So I got all the caulking done around these, down the edges of these, nice and sealed in. I still got to get underneath though. So there's a fair amount of caulking to do, but I just wanted to get some started because everything was wet on the trims and I couldn't sand them, and I had an hour left before my ride was showing up, so figured I may as well just do some of the top edge. That's not going to affect anything. So it's starting to look good. So there we are. That's where we're at. Got your brand new window now compared to what it was. I know the homeowner remembers what it looked like, so that's why I'm doing this at the end of the video. So there you go. Trims are starting to look a lot nicer, that's for sure. A lot straighter and cleaner. Be nice and easy to prime and paint now. All right, have a great day, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video.